some people don't know I got about 10 years of teaching experience. I was a teacher in the county and get a scholarship at the college level. It's a lifestyle.
What y'all gonna do with that all the time?
Right, whole month is crazy.
Okay. I'm sick of the beach. I'm ready to go like 3 days. Right.
I'm happy to be a part of the process. I ain't got to be the reason.
What I like to call social media trainers.
They train. You see the transfer portals going crazy because it's almost like who offering the most, And then with high school kids, it's harder for them to play now, because now as a coach, I got a budget. I got these NIL kids collectors. I got to get this money out. Like I got to win. Winning has always been a thing. Development has been a thing too. But now if these coaches looking at, all right, do I want to develop this kid for 2-3 years? Mm-hmm. And that's just the game. Sometimes you just got to keep working.
We had Black Planet.
Black Planet. I remember that. Do a tween crawls, 360 step back, just ISO ball. This is something that was given to me. I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way.
So you think like somebody had this in order from the beginning?
Make the style go a certain way, but then how I just, at the end of the day, people still got their own coaching styles, right?
Welcome to Game Related, where we highlight opportunities and obstacles from former athletes with the thought process of giving future generations a better understanding about the game.
These conversations are meant to bring awareness to the hardships and opportunity that come along with the game. Let's get game related.
All right, y'all, we back with another episode in season 4. We got trainer Tone in the building. Very excited about this one, man. I think this will give a good blueprint on, I've seen Tone just blow his training philosophy up. He has a lot of what I would say elite talent in there. And obviously when you have elite talent in there, you have to learn how to manage and still motivate them as they are, getting NIL deals or having 5-star ratings and things like that, man. So we're going to talk about a lot of that on the show, man. Welcome.
Hey. Appreciate y'all, man. Definitely. I'm a big fan. I've been following y'all as well, man. So I'm honored to be up here. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you, man. So, man, first thing I want to know is like, what made you get into training, and how did you get started?
Man, it's a long story, man. It started with the hoop dreams. Growing up playing ball from Newport News, Virginia. I was always wasn't the tallest. I was somewhat of an underdog in my area. It's a heavy populated athletic area. So I had to work hard, had to make my own workouts. A little bit about me, I got cut early growing up. Got cut from JV, you know what I'm saying? Bench warmer, and then I really had to earn my way to the start lineup, so I had to really get in the gym, make my own workouts. Back then we didn't really have trainers. Right. Training wasn't really a thing, so I had to really teach myself, how do I get better? What am I supposed to do? And then earned a scholarship playing ball, ended up coaching at that college as well. That's when I started, working with players directly, player development. And then I just seeing the players just get better, seeing the stuff I teach them a move and they do it in the game. And it ignited a passion in me, man. So I just had a couple kids I'm working with. They started getting better. And I said, let me try this thing. And that's when it started picking up. And now I'm, locked in. Been doing it for a while now. So for sure.
Nah, man, I love that, man. Talk about, when you did play, what were some of the things you were good at?
Man, when I played, it was during the small combo guard era, so that it was a pro and con, I was undersized, but I was a scorer. Okay. So my thing was shooting. I was a shooter, and then once I started playing college and getting in, I had to turn to more of a point guard. But my thing was just, AI, Darren Williams, Nelson, yeah. So it was that undersized guard area. So I was that was my time to shine. But once real college basketball high level, I had to really I'm under 6'1", under 6'1", you got to be a point guard. So started being more of a point guard. But shooting was my thing, man. Yeah.
I can relate.
My God, yeah. That's dope.
Yes, he can. Okay. Yes, he can. So, man, in the training aspect, man, what do you think is the top 3 things that kids need to focus on skill-wise?
I would say that's an interesting question, man. I think to answer it, it depends on how old are they, grade. But in general, every kid nowadays got to know how to dribble. You gotta know how to dribble. starting when you growing up and things like that. I would say know how to pass. I say passing is something that I work on with, all of my players, even my professionals. Some players don't know even how to pass the ball, with both hands and zipping the pass. And then gotta be able to shoot. Yeah. Gotta be able to shoot, catch and shoot is big, you know what I'm saying? And one thing I also work on court communication, communicating, knowing how to communicate on the court. That's something I incorporate too. So some unconventional things you might not hear from a trainer, but like we actually work on being energetic, body language. So that type of stuff kind of closes that gap, what you lack in skill. So I really work on that. So
yeah, I caught a few of your clips, and one thing I really love is that you are teaching in the drills. Like they're not just going through it, like you'll stop them and explain the why. Right. Talk about why that's important for you.
Yeah, man. I got, some people don't know, I got about 10 years of teaching experience. I was a teacher in the county, for like 10 years out of college. So I kind of used those teaching things that I learned while I'm teaching the game of basketball, so different people learn different ways. So as the session's going on, I'm learning, how does this player learn? How do they respond when I encourage them? How do they respond when I kind of give them critique? So once I kind of can know the type of player they are, now I'm reaching them on another level. Like, hey, this is what you're supposed to do. That was a good job, but try to do this. So, different players respond differently, but the biggest thing is teaching, the what's the move, how do you do it? And then when do you do it? And once they get that, now you just put them in that situation. So it's, they see it in the game, now they know what to do. So that's big, man.
Yeah, I definitely love, and I was watching some of the clips where you was interacting with the player as you was trying to tell him to make a move, and you simulating like, all right, if I'm guarding you and I pop over here, the counter is this, right? Yeah. And that's something that they really need, because just having a cone or no one there, they lose the instinct part of it. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. To react to when something happens. So for sure. I think that definitely was beneficial.
That's funny you say that, man. When I first started, and like I know we was talking beforehand how the process, you just get better, you start changing. When I first got out here training, I was a cone guy, man. Yeah. And like nothing against the people trainers who use cones, but I set up like 20 cones, and they just go through a whole like obstacle course, So, but once I started like learning my craft better, man, like now you might rarely see a cone, because it's different ways. I want to get as close to the game as possible in that session. So I tell players, this not even a drill. This the game compartmentalized. So I use your imagination. Who guarding you? I'm asking players, who's guarding you? I'm waiting. Tell me, no, what's their number in the jersey? Like I'm real big on visuals. So that cone ain't there, that's a player, so it get real deep, man. It's real deep.
But that cone, I say this, it has its place.
It has its place, especially starting out.
It has its place.
It has its place,
especially for the younger people, just getting their foot to move in a certain aspect, and then like really drilling into something, right? And then once they advance to that, you can mature into the other aspects.
Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah. With my babies, it's still cone work, like you said, because it helps with foot placement, footwork, and then, just dribbling, things like that. So for sure.
Yeah.
I definitely love the part when you saying like, they have to visualize it, right? And they got to lock in. And I could just relate, because I remember coming up when we used to work out with a guy named Lonnie, right? Okay. So we used to be in this gym, and it was a small gym. So like the walls was kind of like out of bounds, but the wall was right here. Yeah. So he used to say, hey, go play by yourself. And I'm like, what, man? Like, you got me up here? You said I'll play by myself. So literally it was like dribble, throw the ball off the wall, catch, turn around, imagine the man making this move, rip through, getting it, taking the shot, getting it, go down the other end, throw it off this ball, catch it, throw it off that ball, catch it. But, at the same time, still make correct passes, forms and everything like that. So it was really like, I got to visualize coming down, this man coming down, he pressuring me. I'm making this move, I'm getting to the lane. Oh, the kick out coming, throw it off the wall, I got it. I'm going on a fast break. So so it's definitely.
That visualization is real, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It is.
Yep.
Side note with Lonnie. Lonnie also used to have like a we call it a net or a cord
Yeah, for the defense.
for the defense.
Okay.
And so literally just imagine like that camera right there, probably a little bit lower, but it's all the way across from the end, one end to the next.
Okay.
Right? And we used to have to slide underneath of it.
You had to slide underneath and stay low the whole time playing defense.
Oh, that's dope. Yeah.
That was
That's a
not
leg.
dope.
That's a leg one. Y'all they probably done. Yeah.
But he used to have us do it for probably like 10 to 15 minutes.
Good work.
Yeah, because even though he was a big defensive guy,
Mm-hmm.
that was his thing. He was more played with Georgetown. He was big on defense.
Right.
So like a lot of the workouts was conditioning, and there was a lot of defensive stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Y'all was. Shoot, I know y'all was going through it though.
Yeah.
That probably burned, man. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. So man, I know you talked about depending on the age group, right?
Mhm.
So when you train, do you tailor your workouts differently for I would say like middle school and then high school and then college and pro? Like talk about the nuances and the differences between when you run workouts between each age group.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it depends on like you said, like the grade they're in. So like middle school, you know, the gaps are a little bigger. When we talking about driving to the rim, we're talking about the motor, like things that most middle schoolers can't do, things that's gonna get them on the court.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like I would say going to the games and film work plays a part too. Because, you know, you could have a middle school team that's playing at this level, and then you got a middle school team, one of these high level teams playing at almost a high school level. So I could be teaching my general middle school session, but this kid is past that level. Their team is past. So really like what I do is I have a general base of what I'm about to do with that grade. And then I, you know, look at the skill set of players and what teams they playing on. And I try to add in, if I need to, you know, add in a more advanced drill or more advanced work or more team concepts, or, you know, some teams already using like, you know, different sets they can be seeing in high school, like a little floppy action or a little Iverson cut, whatever they, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I add those little team concepts in there. But motor, when I get with the older players, motor is really like the main focus. Like the motor got, like I tell kids, you could have a varsity skill set, but a JV motor, and they taking a kid with a varsity motor over JV skill, because they can get that skill, but that motor is something that they love. So motor is really my base with a lot of these younger kids. Yeah.
You know, it's funny. We was talking off camera about the playoffs right now, right? And I feel like the motor and the physicality is coming back. Like there was a time frame where you couldn't get on the court if you ain't have a motor.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like now they call it a skill set.
Yep.
Right. And now like it got to a point where you could be skilled and just be too cool.
Right.
And like you would get rewarded for that.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
now I feel like it is finally coming back
It's coming
around.
back,
Where
man.
it's like, nah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm happy about that, man.
Yeah.
That too cool era, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it, man.
No, right? And
I
that's,
could.
and that's what we like about Edwards. He
Anthony
ain't
Edwards.
too cool for school. He going at everybody.
Right.
Mhm.
I don't care if who you supposed to be an idol, you supposed to be the best in
He
the
don't
league. He really want all the smoke.
Right.
So
You know,
I love it.
SGA is waiting for him too. I'm just telling you,
That's gonna
everybody
be a
keeps
series.
talking about,
Yeah.
hey, man, SGA waiting for him.
He a bad man too. He a bad man.
So what you would say far as in your career in training, what was so far would been like one of the most rewarding moments that you had?
That's a good question. I would say, and it sounds cliche, man, but seeing my kids I started out with when I was just starting training, and like seeing them as grown in the real world now. You know, some of them's playing, you know, but some of them just in the real world got a 9 to 5, but they but they grown, and and they still reach out to me, and I could tell they're using some of them values I gave them, like discipline and no excuses. And I would tell them, like, you can't. It's all performance based at your job. You gotta perform. Ain't no excuses. They don't care about what happened before you got in this gym. These coaches, they looking at what can you do, and that mindset, seeing them take that to the real world, that's real fulfilling, because it's like more so I got a purpose outside of the court, so it really give me fuel to keep doing this, man. So that's really it for real.
It's that big homie vibes.
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing like that. Yeah, ain't nothing like that.
Yeah, because like, man, you instilled that work ethic in them.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Thing.
And like you said, once you get to see that carried on,
right,
to now they're adults, and you know what I'm saying.
Right.
Probably maybe they got families, and at the end of the day, they taking care of themselves.
Exactly.
So yeah,
exactly.
That's definitely a blessing.
See,
so
man.
commend you for that.
I appreciate it, man. That's dope. Yeah, for sure.
So what you would say would be the difference between like a good trainer from like a great trainer?
Oh man,
you kind of put him on the hot seat with that one.
Yeah. So I would say on a technical, I say film. Film is one thing. I would say a good trainer. I would say a good trainer is good at giving a good workout. You get a good workout, get your shots up. I would say a great trainer, they can teach because they watching film. They looking at So I would say film. Also, I would say a relationship, somewhat of communication with their coach. I make an effort to reach out and know their coaches. So I'm texting their coaches, hey, how can, so and so help y'all win? So more of a team mindset when you're reaching out to the coaches, so they don't think, hey, how can so-and-so score more points? No, how can he help y'all win? What can I do to make your job easier? So communicating with the coach. And also, this is something I got from teaching, like having a curriculum, certain short-term goals for the player. Like by maybe 2 months, I want this player to, be able to do this and that. So they see it, and what that does, that helps them with confidence. So I tell them I have specific drills, measurable drills that I do with players, so they know, okay, first session I was shooting 80%, second session I'm shooting 85%. So not only they know they're getting better, I know I know I'm better now. Rather than, he just telling me I'm better. I scored 10 the other game. No, I know I'm better, so I'm holding myself accountable when I'm on the court. I got to play like I'm better. So it's like it all come together, but film, communication, and that curriculum, man. Yeah.
It's funny you say that. So I got a couple drills that I used to do.
Okay.
It's called 5 spots, 5 shots, right?
Yeah.
And so just the name of it, right? 5 spots. But so it's a left hand layup, right hand layup, left hand pull up mid range, right hand pull up mid range, 3.
Yeah.
Right? You remember this?
Mm-hmm.
All right. But every time you miss, if you miss a layup, it's a point, right?
Gotcha.
If you miss a mid range, it's 2. If you miss a 3, it's 3. Right? And you don't win unless you get under, was it 9 or something like that? Whatever number you want to make up, right? But you talk about progression, right? And so there's so many levels of it. The first time you put somebody through that drill, that first and foremost, everybody think they can shoot.
Right.
But when you put that heat on them like that, you get to really see, can they shoot?
Yep.
And then if they get really good at it, you time it. Right?
Yep.
I think they used to actually do this in the NBA workouts back in the day.
Right.
But I think was it Hanif that put us through that?
Yeah, Neef, definitely did it.
But you could see the progression. And so one year I had one of my overseas guys, I think his score was 12, 13. I'm gonna send you the clip.
Okay.
But last year, the one who looked like Giannis, big strong Giannis, right? I think his score was 4. You know what I'm saying? So to get 4, I think you can only miss 2 shots going around the whole thing.
Right.
But he was so proud that he was, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you could see that.
Yep.
And so I love that you're putting different goals to them, and then they can accomplish it. So that's dope.
Yeah, man, makes a difference. Makes a difference.
So now the first question was about the most rewarding. So what would might be some of the least rewarding? Because a lot of times when we talk to some of the trainers, they get those situations where I have my kid, we've been working, he reached this supreme level, and then he disappear or go with someone else or something like that, and something like that wouldn't be the most rewarding situation.
Right. Oh man, I say when the parents' passion or doesn't match the kids' passion. So we're looking at kids I know who really want to get better, but every summer they gotta go to Gigi and Mimi house, and they not working out for 2 months straight because that's what family. So I get it, but I try to explain when parents don't understand the sacrifice it takes to make it to play college basketball. I say that's real tough because you can explain it all you want, but certain family households they hold certain values and things of which I do respect. But y'all know, when you really want to play at a high level, you don't have a regular childhood for real. You really don't. It's a little different. It's a little different, and I try to explain it, but some parents just don't understand that how much it takes for your kid to play and get a scholarship at the college level. It's a lifestyle, and I don't think they understand that you can't just hoop it. You got to be a hooper. You got. It's a lifestyle. So that's one of the things that it's sometimes out of my hands, and I try my best, but.
Yeah, you miss birthdays, you miss Christmas, you miss Thanksgiving. Like, I had to laugh at the fact that I had that same situation, and a parent was like, well, we're going to go to Bethany Beach for a month. I said, huh? First and foremost, we ain't never going nowhere for no month. You feel what I'm saying? I was like, a month. I said, what y'all gonna do up there the whole time?
Right, for a whole month. It's crazy.
Like, I'm sick of the beach. I'm ready to come home like 3 days. Right. But like that, like, you gotta really buy into this lifestyle. Right. Unless you want to get rewarded, you can't complain about the grind if that's what you want out of it.
Exactly. I like that. You don't want to be a hoop. You got to be a hooper.
Yeah. It's real.
Yeah. So, man, let me ask you this. You had said something about off camera about trainers kind of working together, right? Mm-hmm. Like, are there some instances where you're working with other trainers with the same player? And how does that operate with you?
Yeah. So ironically, and I'm all about, and a lot of trainers say, but I'm all about the kids, man. Like whatever works, So sometimes a kid may work better with just one trainer. Sometimes they work better with a different voice. But when it comes to that, I do talk with the other trainer. Like I try to talk with them, ask them, okay, what you work on? I'm gonna work on this with them, and maybe have a group chat, something like that. But ironically, some of my higher level players, I do know there are other trainers. A lot of high level players got more than one trainer. It is what it is now. A lot still got one, one main one, and then they may tap into other trainers. But it's a couple kids I work with that have a circle of trainers that they work with. And I feel like it could be beneficial as long as everybody's on the same page, and I think it's important you communicate with your trainer, make sure you're not teaching one thing, other trainer teaching another. Because I had that instance before too, where I'm working with a kid and he like, yeah, but so-and-so told me to, put the elbow in at this time. And I'm like, nah, you wait a little. So we was kind of conflicting with it. So it's communication's key with that. But I seen it work. Okay. I seen it work for sure.
I commend you for that. A lot of people will hit you with the like it's either me or them.
Yeah. I had that happen several times coming up, man. It's this trainer world, man. It's like it's a game within a game. Yeah. I wasn't hip. The DMV areas is I didn't even know coming in. It was so rich in basketball culture, So it's like y'all take pride a lot with the game, and it's like that back home, but here it's a different level, like in the water. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a hooping city and area. So coming up, man, like they were real like, yeah, you can only train with him. I can't have you train with Tone, you only train with me. But the parents would tell me, And I'd be like, damn, that's how they do it over here. So, but I think like once we understand like everybody can win, everybody can eat, you know, because some trainers think you be in their pockets when you're working with their kids or you're trying to take their kid. You know, I look at it like everybody, as long as the kids, you know, progressing, you know, I'm happy to be a part of the process. I ain't got to be the reason. As long as if I'm a part of it, I'm cool. You know, so that's big. Yeah, for sure.
Nice. So what do you think about the situations where they be like, this is my kid? Like how do you try to navigate that?
Like, you mean like if a trainer says that? Like, this is my kid.
You know, would you just be like, all right, it's your kid? Or would you try to, you know, walk through that with them?
Man, I had a couple instances, man, when I was transitioning to get more clients and players. And at the end of the day, like, you can't help what someone say about you or think about you. You know, you just work. You know, I got certain morals and things I stand on. You know, I'm real transparent. So I had a parent reach out to me, trying to work with me, and they had another trainer. And I reached out to the trainer like, hey, man, like, you know, this parent reached out to me. They trying to have their kid work with me. I just want to know, like, you know, how you feel about that. We can both work with him. And, you know, he wasn't cool with it. He was like, that's my kid, man. Like, what you trying to do? Like, you try, like, and he came off like I was trying to get in his pockets too. And I was like, look, man, like, you could talk to the parent. It's at the end of the day, that's your kid, but that's their kid. For real. So it came to that. And what I do, I give it to the parent. I kind of do that because I'm not going to fight over a child. It's not my blood. You know, right. I wish the best for him. But at the end of the day, the guardian, the parent, that's the one who's going to make the choice. That's the one who's paying for the session. So that's what I did. And, you know, they chose to come with me. But I give it to the parent, man, because we ain't about to be scrapping for no kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's bigger than that. But, yeah, for sure.
That's good. Now, I say it's one big training session. Versus you thinking that you're going to get, I don't even call it wealthy, but like that one kid not worth your business.
There we go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so like it's going to keep going as long as you producing good work. You know what I mean? The work speaks for itself. Yep. Another thing, I'm just curious on this, right? We kind of talked about this a little bit, but like you'll have what I like to call social media trainers. And what I mean by that is, they got a big following, right? They might not even be from this area. And they'll just come in, train a kid for their platform, right? And then they out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what's your thoughts on that type of...
It's like a coaching vulture type of...
Yeah.
I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah,
I know what you mean. Though.
I got a shirt that say culture vulture too. You know, I might put that on and do a post about it.
Man, it's at first I was like, I don't get it. Like I was feeling the same way. Like, man, like what's this? They over here just like they ain't doing it right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As I got more into as the social media and how that's a whole, I learned that's a whole business. Like it's legit. Like we do back in the day, we used to joke like, that's a social media trainer. No, it's legit social media trainers. Like that's their title, you know? So they out here just really posting content, and off of that content, they may do some like skits or whatever they do. Off that content, they hosting a clinic or they coming down to a city and training, and that's their business, you know? So I ain't gotta agree with the hustle, but I respect it if that's what they do. At the same time, I feel like it doesn't impact the player, you know, when it comes to, are they gonna get better? Are you helping them? You know, at the end of the day, like you may be doing a workout, but like if you just tapping in, tapping out, you ain't really helping the player in the grand scheme of things. So I look at it more like that's what they do to put food on their table. You know, that ain't really my thing, but you know, so be it.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting thing. Like you say, the kid, how do I want to say it? I feel like the kid is being used as look what I got versus you. Like the kid always supposed to use the trainer to get better. Right. You know what I mean? And it's reversed the other way.
It's different, man. I mean, they paying kids to train them for content. Like it's a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Wow.
man, they paying, they reaching out, I ain't gonna say no name, but they reaching out, they reaching out, the trainer or social media reaching out, hey, can I train, blah, 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 give you this, come down, blah, 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 make sure I got my video guy, and boom, that's it. So it's more so, it's a business deal now. It's a bit, that's what it is. I seen it, you know what I'm saying? So it's real out here, man.
Look,
Yeah.
I'm just laughing. So, Chris Howard, this is the guy, right? Like, Chris, I ran into Chris probably like a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
He said something that was I can't say the entire quote, but he basically told his mom, like you should have waited to have me. Right? So I can come up in this era.
Yeah, man.
Like Chris played when we played.
Okay, yeah, Chris is my guy. Man.
He played when we played. And, he was a good player.
Uh-huh.
But like I wish I could make a business deal with a trainer. I could go to college and become a 6-7 figure dude.
Yeah.
Man, what a time to be a basketball player.
I wish, man. I wish.
Remind me to tell you what he told his mom later.
So, now as we were just talking about NIL and the collective, man, like what's your thoughts on NIL and the collective and the portal and the stuff like with the high school kids and everything?
Man, just like we were saying, I wish, what I'm saying, I was hooping during this time, man, because it's like it's a whole nother ball game now. Because now with the NIL collective and all that, it's these kids, making all this money and but you see the transfer portal's going crazy because it's almost like who offering the most, and then with high school kids, it's harder for them to play now, because now as a coach, I got a budget, I got these NIL kids, collectives, I got to get this money out, I got to win, and do I want a kid? I think winning's always been a thing, developing has been a thing too. But now if these coaches looking at, all right, do I want to develop this kid for 2-3 years or do I want to win next year? So it's tougher for my high school kids because I'm telling them the weight room, you're going to have to just lock in on that now. Because now you got to pass the eye test. Can you bump with a 25, 24-year-old transfer, had an extra COVID year, red shirt year, injury year, 2 kids, he got a real world problem. He out here hooping for his, food to table.
Yeah, it's a different.
Yeah, so it's a different grind. Can you do that? So it trickled. I think it started with COVID actually started, I think, everything. Because now, and then you add NIL collective, it's a whole nother ball game, man. So yeah, I say it's tough for these high school kids for sure.
What do you talk to I know when you're in the gym with them, you talk to them about the weight room, but what else are you trying to improve with them, you always talk about the mental side of things. That's one thing I have noticed, right? How are you helping navigate through that when they be like, Coach Tone, it's just not fair?
Yeah. I say, I tell them, in general, run your race, keep your eye, tunnel vision, things like that. But also I tell them, sometimes it's not fair. And that's just the game. Sometimes you just got to keep working. And my thing, I always believe, hard work attracts opportunity. So I say, you may not see it, but you keep working, you're going to be prepared for when that opportunity comes, And so that's my thing. But it's tough now, especially with social media, because you got access to supposedly a lot of lives now. So when we was young, and we had maybe YouTube or something. You may see a ball mixtape or something.
We had Black Planet.
Black Planet. Black Planet. I remember that.
Black Planet.
Yeah,
the top 7.
I was on MySpace too. That was it. But now, you seeing every kid posting their offers and everything like that. And that could have been your boy growing up. Man, I'm better than him. How he get this? Or, so it's that comparison is tougher. Even from my teaching side, the mental health side, it's a little different now too. Cause that you looking at everybody else live and now you comparing. You can help compare. You on your feed, you seeing so and so get this, get that. So it's just locking in, staying on your grind and like just tunnel vision. Like run your race. You can get to the same destination. You just might have a different little path. So it's big, man. For sure.
What are some of the myths within the training industry that you would want to like clear up or debunk about?
Man, I would say I think it's still a thing. Like some coaches, some people, some basketball enthusiasts, they think trainers just out there to just teach a kid how to do a tween cross, 360 step back, just ISO ball, you know, and it's just like more of a selfish thing for the kid to just learn how to score and things like that. I think that's a stigma out, you know, and I think it started, especially when training started becoming a thing for real. Like, you know, you teaching kid all these moves, but 20 dribbles in one spot and everything like that. And I think that's not always true. Of course, with any profession, there's a part of people who do certain things, but like the real good trainers, they really like, I would say they're really coaches to a certain extent, like teachers, you know. So watching film, like I talked to like Chris and, you know, my guy Jamal and all these other guys, like the real good trainers, we looking at film, you know, we talking to coaches. The school you going to next year, we looking at that film to see what type of offense they run, you know. So I would say it's not always that the dribble moves and all that, you know. I think now there's some really good trainers out here doing some good things. So yeah,
that's a great point. What you about to say?
Yeah, no, I'm about to say we gotta figure out a name. We gotta kind of differentiate the real trainers to the guys that's coming setting stuff up so they could, like you said, ain't nothing wrong. Your hustle is your hustle.
Right.
But the kid need to know so he can know the difference between the two. Or he heard to know the difference between the two. You know?
Listen, man, it's real trainers and it's real trainers. Right?
Like
REAL trainers and then REEL for trainers.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? It's real work and it's real work.
That's real.
You know? Post
I like that. Yeah, I like
For sure, man. So man, let's talk some hoops real quick, man.
Okay.
You know, who are some of your favorite players in the NBA?
Yeah. I'm a LeBron fan, man.
You a LeBron
fan, man.
Bron.
So Bron, always gonna say Bron. Anthony Edwards, you know, KD.
You like anybody from the old school?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm a basketball historian, man.
Okay.
So I'm a Zeke. I like Isaiah Thomas.
Okay.
You know, I'm a smaller guard.
Okay.
You know, so all them, man. I used to like
Kevin Johnson,
but I'm talking about college. Peyton Seaver.
Okay.
My smaller guards, man.
Peyton Seaver was a
Kemba.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Shifty.
Yeah, them type. I'm a combo guard guy. So like back in the early 2000s, all them, Deron Wood, them my guys, man. But I'm a Jordan fan too.
Okay.
You know, so
okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Darren Williams had that double, like he'd cross you long and coming back.
And you know it's coming too. He kept getting everybody.
Yeah.
He kept getting everybody.
And he was a big dude
and
too.
Hey, Iverson got to. All right. You know, Bubba Chuck and all. Yeah, man, for sure.
So would you say are you a Commanders fan?
No, you know, I ain't from the area. So my family grew up a Bears fan. I know, look,
how you get that?
My father from like Indiana.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so yeah, but I know, I like watching Commanders and everything like that. So.
I mean, neither one of them. I'm kind of like in the middle right now.
Okay.
You know, like I'm converting.
Okay.
You know, I was a Cowboy fan, but
you
like,
go Cowboys to Commanders?
Yeah,
I ain't never seen that like that.
Man, listen. I'm trying to be with winners, and I'm sick of Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
Man. I'm
Okay.
tired of it. So, and he's a 49ers guy.
Okay. Y'all solid. Y'all always solid. Yeah, for sure.
Don't
gas him up.
Don't gas him up. Okay. So we got a game we play. It's called Either Or.
Okay.
All right. So you eat ginger?
Yeah. I
Eat ginger?
Yeah, I eat ginger.
Okay. So if you answer both, everybody takes a piece of ginger.
All right.
Wifey too.
All right.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit you with it right away. 757 or DMV?
757, man. 757.
Ain't
Newport
nobody,
News. Come on,
ain't
man.
nobody gonna like that. Okay. All right. Salmon or catfish?
Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tim Hardaway, the original.
Okay.
Tim Hardaway or Kimber Walker?
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. I'm gonna go with Tim, man. I gotta go with Tim, man.
Okay.
He originated that tween cross. I gotta go with Tim, man.
All right.
That was
Okay.
a tough one though.
All right. I got one for him. Nick Lewis
Woo!
or Caden?
They both my guys. Man. They both my guys, man. Both dogs. Both dogs.
You cut these, huh?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
cut,
yeah.
you cut these, didn't you?
Oh, you know I did.
If you do like that.
Oh, y'all got them good.
You good?
I'm good.
Oh, I'm talking.
I need to bring more water back.
His eyes poured.
All right. Ant Edwards
Okay.
or SGA?
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Man.
He ate that ginger pretty easily too. So this
yeah.
like, both of y'all.
Man, I say AE. I gotta go with Anthony Edwards, man. That's a
Anthony
close
Edwards?
one though.
Okay.
That's a close one though.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Steph
Okay.
or AI?
I might be a little biased. I might AI, man. AI. I might be a little biased with AI.
Okay.
Got to.
All right, here we go. AI or Mike Vick?
Whoo! Man. Both, man. both 7'5", man.
Uh-huh.
They both for the 7'5". I can't do them like that.
Go ahead, you take both.
I ain't forget about look. I ain't forget about you.
All right. So we got the Clips
Okay.
No. Actually, yes.
Okay.
The Clips or Chris Brown? You be dancing like Chris Brown?
Hey man,
You
know
dance like
where I'm
this,
from, man. You know, we light skinned from the DA. We always dancing look, at some point. Man, that's tough. You know, Clips from around the way.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, I gotta go both. I gotta go. You did, yeah. It's tough. That's tough. I'm a Breezy fan, man. That's tough.
No, he got hit too.
Well, I ended up getting two the last time.
Don't do that again.
I know. Look.
Yeah. Okay. Timberland.
Okay.
She from down there too.
Mm-hmm.
And Pharrell's down there.
Mm-hmm.
Who you got?
Ooh. I got look he open. He like, man, pick one, man. I I got Timberland, man.
You got Timberland?
I like Timberland. Yeah, I like Timberland.
Okay. You Missy Elliott? You like Missy?
Yeah, Missy. She
loves Missy.
That's a lot of talent, man.
Yeah, she different. She different.
Okay. All right. Let's go. Jason Tatum or Jaylen Brown?
JT. Jason Tatum. That's when, I'm a JT fan. Like Jaylen Brown, tough though. They both nice.
I feel like I hate to talk like this because I don't like to put colorism in
I
the
know
thing.
you about to
But I feel like every light-skinned dude take Tatum and every dark-skinned dude take Brown. It's been tried and true.
I noticed that too.
I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious. I've never seen it the other way.
That's different, yeah.
But on that team, between them two, who do you think's the closer?
I'm gonna say this. I feel like Jaylen Brown's more assertive at the end of the game. When we talk about just being assertive, you got to get it done, get to the room, head down, get into the line. JB, yeah.
Okay.
I say JB. Yeah.
Jalen Brunson or Kyrie Irving?
What we asking though? Like what we asking? With that, what we asking?
There's a lot of things that I can ask.
What we asking?
Okay. See, I can't say one-on-one because I already know you will pick Cal. Just as the number one option. How about that?
If I had to pick a point guard.
No, so like Jalen Brunson, you see he run his team with the Knicks, right? Kyrie, if he was running the team and didn't have one of the other guys with him.
Right. Man. That's tough. I might get some flack for it. I'm saying Jalen Brunson, man. I'm a JB. I like the way he just get it done. He just a winner to me. Kyrie is too. You know, Kyrie makes some tough shots, but I'm a JB. He can hit a little old school too. I like a little old school. He 2 feet, all this good. But Kyrie got good footwork too. It's tough, man.
Yeah.
So
but I ain't trying to take another gender. I'm gonna say JB.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It's tough.
Jeff Teague or Lou Will. You know they've been talking.
Yeah.
Who you got at that? 3 dribbles.
3 dribbles.
Yeah.
I got Lou.
You got Lou?
I got Lou. T was tough though. But I got Lou.
Okay.
Yeah, J Lou.
All right. Kevin Johnson from back in the day.
Okay.
KJ or so I feel like you gonna pick like I don't even want to say Isaiah Thomas because I already know you're gonna pick Isaiah Thomas. I gotta change the question. I don't like that one. All right. John Stockton or Jason Kidd?
I'm gonna say Kid.
Kidd?
I'm gonna say Kid. Yeah. Stockton was nice, but I say Kid. The way he did it, he has a little swag too with it. Like I like Kid. Yeah.
Okay. You got any more? Oh.
He good, man.
Kobe or Bron?
Man. I'm saying both. I gotta say both. Kobe different, man. Kobe different too, man.
Bumba is different.
There's no small pieces.
I see that.
I
You make sure you cut all of.
Absolutely. Respect or love?
I take respect, man.
Take respect.
I take respect. Yeah.
Okay.
I take respect.
Love or loyalty?
Loyalty. Loyalty, man.
Okay.
Loyalty up.
Respect or loyalty?
Let me see. Man, I'm respect. I'm taking respect.
Okay.
I'm taking respect.
All right, and last one is Jordan or Bron?
Bron. A little too quick for you. Look, he said, man, too quick. Bron. I'm taking Bron. I'm a Jordan fan, but Bron.
Damn, but you went both with Bron and. All right, well.
Yeah, hey. This is, yeah.
How young are you?
I'm 33. I'm 09, class 09.
No. I asked that because that era.
Yeah.
So like Devin Sweet, like it's a couple dudes
Mhm.
that we done had on the show in that time frame.
Yeah.
Being everything.
Yeah, we was in it.
Being everything.
We was in it.
You know,
it's-
so I get it.
Yeah, it's
I
different.
don't agree, but I get it.
It's different.
Yeah, I mean, Kobe was the man though.
Kobe was different.
Do you feel like they disrespect him in regards to like where they got him on the totem pole?
For sure. Yeah. He was the best in that era. You know, that era. But like, I think they do. I think because he was like, you got Jordan, then you got Kobe, then Bron came, and Kobe was still doing his thing, but Bron came and doing it. So it's like sometimes they forget how tough he was. He was different.
Didn't they both beat each other in the ship? Or they never played each other in the ship, actually?
With Kobe
And Bron. They never played each other.
So.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, now that's it, man. You did a good job.
All right, so we at the end, man. At the end of the interviews, we always want to give our guests the floor, and so we talk about everybody want to be successful, right? But it's just maintaining that success is be the hardest thing. Staying successful and maintaining it, staying on top of the hill and maintaining it. What advice would you give to the audience, to the young players coming up, the parents, the advice that they maintain that success?
That's good, man. I would say remembering, I say it's a lot of people say it, but knowing your why, knowing why you do it, and living in your passion. Always remember to live in your passion and do it for the right reasons. Everything else gonna come, but knowing your why, sometimes with success, distractions can come. Head might try to get a little big, but getting back down to earth, knowing why you started, why you doing it, and then I say, and I always talk about this, like understand, like living your gift. So understand, like this is a gift. I'm a God-fearing man, so I believe we all have gifts. So when you find your gift, I believe my gift is teaching, and I get to use the game of basketball to teach and things like that. So once I believe it's bigger than me, and I'm doing something that I'm supposed to be doing on this earth. That kind of keeps me humble and like, okay, like this is something that was given to me. I want to make sure I'm doing it the right way. So I would say just living in your passion and knowing your why, and just understand that this is your gift. You gotta make sure you do it the right way. For sure.
All right, man. I really enjoyed this conversation.
Appreciate
man. It was
y'all,
good
man.
to catch you outside out of the training thing, man.
Yeah.
I gotta still plan on getting down there just to go to the
pull
gym
up.
and check you guys out, man.
Yeah, pull up
but
for
definitely
sure.
thank you for coming on. Definitely enjoyed it. Wishing you much success.
Thank you.
Hope you have a very busy schedule.
For sure, yeah, man.
That's always a thing, and gyms filled up and just motion.
Definitely.
know?
Same for y'all, man. Keep doing y'all thing, man. This is amazing.
Thank you,
Great,
you.
man. It's great.
Appreciate it.
So man, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share.
And always stay game related.